Superman Legacy talk because we found out a couple important things this past week. One, the Superman Legacy logo slash the emblem, it's the Kingdom Come version of
Yeah.
the logo, which the moment I thought about it for a second, outside of the knee-jerk reaction that some of the fan base had, I was like, yeah, this logo is the one that makes the most amount of sense to me. So
Oh, I thought you were gonna say where the Snyder fan base were drawing comparisons to that Superman logo to
oh,
King Kong's
that
logo.
too, of course, that happened
I was like,
immediately.
I don't see it. I really don't see it.
Yeah.
But I do like the logo though. It's a difference. It's very
So
different from all the other
to
ones so
me,
far.
why it works with me is, right, it's not like if you know it as Superman's logo, you can see the S in that logo, right? But if you remove it and you show it to someone that's never seen the Superman logo, they would be like, I don't know, a line going through a diamond. It's like, yeah, because it's an alien thing, right? It's like foreign. So it's like that can be the traditional, I don't know, Kryptonian version. And then in the films, it can get modernized to be more human, right? Like it can have a evolution.
Like, well,
So
this is the first emblem, and as we go through the movie, and if it does get subsequent sequels or get continuation from other movies, you'll start seeing that version of the S start transforming into
exactly. Right. Right.
the
Yeah.
Earth version of the S.
Yeah. Which is like, in the comics, they've even had to backpedal that, being like, hold up, you guys got the letter S on Krypton, but all this other writing is uniquely Kryptonian. So that to be like, well, actually, it's the symbol for hope, or it's our this or that, different continuities. It's like, I like it that it's just like, it's an alien symbol. It happens to maybe resemble an S if you look hard enough, depending on who you are. Like, I like it. I think it's fine. But along with that, we also got like the first set photo. Well, okay, it's the cast after the reading, and that it's a cast. Lex Luthor's going to be bald, so that's nice.
It's definitely it's a group of people,
It's a
all right.
cast.
That's one thing, yeah.
Yeah, people thought you see Superman flying through the air, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
My thing with the logo is though, do we know that it's not just a production logo type of deal?
I mean, we don't, but there's been 3 different times where James Gunn in the last year has specifically posted pictures of Kingdom Come Superman and that logo.
Yeah, okay.
So people are kind of like, that's what I was thinking too, up until somebody was like, well, actually, outside of this just one reference, there's 2 more. I was like, okay, there has to be something here, I think so.
Yeah.
No.
Because I saw it and I was like, why is it a big deal? Like, we have production logos all the time. And they're always different to what we finally get. So what's the point in even getting hung up on about it? But then I remember it's comic book nerds on Twitter. So it's kind of their thing.
You don't know. I have to be right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They do.
They do.
Yep. That they do.
No,
So,
I mean, if it's that logo, cool. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I like it. It looks like an S.
Now, the other thing I just want to talk about here quickly and briefly, we can't confirm it, so it's not like a giant thing, but they're going to be shooting in a couple locations, and one of them that sticks out specifically to everybody is it's the League's Hall, the Hall of Justice. They're going to be shooting at literally the location that is the Hall of Justice, the train station. This has sparked a lot of people saying, is this just the Society of America? Did James Gunn throw them in there? That's what all these weird castings, or are they going to form the League at the end of this film?
I mean, I assume it's the JSA.
Yeah.
I assume. Because hasn't he got a couple of JSA members in it?
Yeah, you got like Hawk Girl and Hawkman by way. It's
I assume it's just going to be for that though.
Yeah, they also said that they are going to be also filming in 2 cities in Ohio this year as well.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's pretty good.
No, they got some good locations. I mean, my whole thing on this is like, okay, so if that is going to be like the Hall of Justice, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool that they said, oh, Superman, when you pick up with him, this universe has already existed. It's not like he's the first alien. So I like the idea of him just being like, wow, these other giant titans of this world existed, and there's their hall, right? It's like
he's going to be the rookie.
Aspire to,
It's also going to be why it's called Legacy, right? Because he's going to be carrying on that legacy.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, I was like, this kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Let's just To me, it's really good. I'm just like still trying to wrap my head around rookie Superman for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
That's still trying to get his feet from under him and figure out what he exactly wants to be when there's other heroes around him that have been doing
Yeah.
it longer than he has in trying to establish himself.
Yeah. It's no, I get what you're saying. Like, I think the way they're approaching this Superman reboot, I think is really fresh compared to any other one we've gotten. Because again, he exists in this world. There's influences. There's things going on. It's like the MCU. When you drop a new character into it now, they just exist. It's like, oh yeah, these characters, these other people just run around. They're doing their
I was
thing.
gonna say it's Holland's Spider-Man, but without
Exactly. Yeah.
the movies prior to that. It's just like, hey, just start a
Mhm.
Homecoming, and there you go. Like that's gonna
Mhm.
be what this movie is.
Yeah, that's what it feels
To an
like.
extent, obviously, it's not gonna be identical, but
Right, but that's the idea. Yeah, drop them into the
Yeah.
universe and be the eyes through it. So, I mean,
But here's the bit we're never really gonna focus on. Maybe like it existed. There's a history here. We're gonna go forward now.
yeah, it's always the tricky part, but you hope that maybe they can fill it out elsewhere somehow. I mean, they're gonna have video games, cartoons, and everything.
I
So,
wouldn't be surprised that's what the games are.
yeah,
You going, oh, the games are canon, cool, but it's just gonna be with JSA.
yeah,
And so you wanted to see what happened before? Here's a prequel game for you.
yep,
Exactly.
exactly. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because that
So,
way it gives you an empty time space to actually work in. You haven't got to worry about a movie coming out and changing what you've been making.
exactly. So they got that freedom to kind of do. It's like, oh, this takes place 3 years before Superman Legacy. Here's Metropolis. You're like, oh, that's cool. Like, yeah, you can explore that world and build off some of that continuity. So I like it. I'm excited for this film. It starts production real soon, officially
Okay, it's
shooting.
next week,
So
isn't it?
yeah, I believe so. So
Mm.
there we go. We'll talk more about it probably in a couple weeks when a ton of leaks hit the net.
So there you go, Stephen Amell. Movies take time to make, so you can shut up now. I don't know if anyone saw what he said about the whole.
The only thing I remember from him is that he was trying to get on one of the movies to be Green Arrow in that universe. That's the only thing I remember of him, and he completely blanked out because I don't really care.
Yeah, well, he's been salty a minute. He's like, why are they just talking about everything? Where's the content? It's just like stuff takes time. And if you remember, Stephen Amell, you lot had a strike, a very big strike for nearly a year.
Well,
So
he didn't.
You can't make content.
He
I know you want
supported
to
the
scab.
studios though, so
So I know you're a scab, Stephen Amell, but they can't make something on a strike. It's kind of the whole point of a strike. So you have to give them time.
the old man yells at production cues.
He
Okay,
really is.
there we
He
go.
really sounded like alt-right YouTuber when he was doing that.
Oh,
No, quite. Oh, it was.
he's gonna slowly start developing a Scottish accent.
Yeah. Oh
For
no.
some reason, a bunch of them just has started having it or being influenced by it. I don't get
That's
why,
film
but
got legacy for you, isn't it?
oh, Jeebus. Well, there we go, everybody.
Nice Charlie
Legacy.
Day.